Hey guys, what's going on? It's Klaus here, and I am going to make this unfiltered, unedited video right now. And for those of you who do not know me, my name's Klaus. I am an actor, real estate entrepreneur, investor. I own a couple of different businesses, and I'm a family man. I have lofty goals. And I started making my YouTube channel a couple years ago during the pandemic, I think, right before the pandemic, but then really amped it up during the pandemic. And, I think I have a pretty successful, it's more of a lifestyle channel. So, lifestyle, investing, financial mindset, and going after your goals. So if that's something see, this is adds to the point of this video. A little cloudy today. So if that's something that you align with, then feel free to give me a follow and subscribe. But I'm going to do no editing, no scripting. I literally have something I just made up about a couple minutes ago to write down the topic so I don't forget of what I want to talk about. But other than that, it's straight up unedited. I might have some graphics over stuff just for somebody to, just for somebody to do. But as you can see, I'm not going to edit out taking a drink of water or anything like that. I just want to talk. And I'm going to make these videos once a week. So here's my thing. So that's what I do, my intro. I am making this video because I want to see, I've been improving over the years of trying to go sober. Not totally sober. I'm not one of those guys. My brother, I'm not, he, is somebody who's been awesome at, being, clean and sober for years. And he's awesome at it. I really commend him, but I'm not one that ever, I still don't know if I'm going to be 100% totally sober. But my thing with making this video is that my history of alcohol was, basically even when I was I grew up with it. My dad drank as far as I can remember. When I first could, go get him beers and take orders, I would go to the fridge and grab a beer for him. So I grew up with it, and tasted beer, when I was underage in high school and stuff, and yeah, just like anybody else. And then college came, and then, really got into drinking, and then, post-college, and then even it's been just with me my whole life ever since I was probably 16 or 17. I never went for a sustained period not drinking. Maybe 30 days I took off, or I remember, before I was getting my headshots done in college during winter break, I took off for a month, but then I had 3 days where I drank in there. And, I've done 30-day sobers, clean and sober. But even then I did it for 30 days. I felt amazing, and yada, yada. But then I came back and cycled back to it. So I have steadily improved over the years, I think. I used to drink a lot of beer. I would say when you go into those doctor's offices and, they say how many drinks per week do you have when you do the checkups, and it's you might say it says 0 to 3 or 3 to 10 or 10 to 20. I was oh my God, I can't even count. How do you count this? I have I'll go out and binge drink on the weekend, maybe have 10 beers, and, and then drink the next day just to make sure it was, just to make sure, or just to, because I was feeling like crap. And, and this is another reason I'm losing my train of thought. And this is another reason I'm making this video like this, because I don't want it to be edited. And I want to show the improvement. So here's the thing. Let me check this out real quick. I just want to make sure. I'm going to check that this is still, that's still going on, and the camera's still on. But so that's my history over the years. Now I have improved. I would say I've gotten to the point where, I only drank I drank more expensive stuff. So I would drink scotch or something like that. And then so I'm in my real estate office right now. So I just want to make sure nobody's coming in, but anyway, it's a Saturday here, so not usually anybody is in here. But so anyway, I have steadily improved over the years. Maybe I would only drink like 3 nights during the week, or like sometimes I would go not drinking Monday through Friday, really feel great. But then Saturday, Sunday rolls around, and then I met my wife at a bar, and on a Tuesday night, it was like dollar beer night, and it was just like it's always been around us, always been around our family, just always been normal. So that's my improvement, or my history of it, and I've improved over the years, and I've been looking to cut back. Mostly because of the necessity, got really hungover a couple times, throughout my life, like terrible ones, ended up in the hospital one time because I was so hungover after drinking with a buddy after college, and had to get an IV, and like, it was just, I had those bad hangovers, and I've steadily improved that because I didn't like feeling so hungover, but, drinking like higher end scotch, and then just like, or one, martini at night, and then, taking the edge off and then going to sleep. But anyway, it's improved. And I've steadily tried to improve it. And a lot of it is because I've been tracking I was listening to a couple of things on YouTube, about your health, and like tracking my sleep and seeing my sleep quality, because I have ambitious goals and I have lofty goals. So I have a new idea. And my new idea is, I just turned 40, and I still, have so much ambition, and I have very lofty goals. And my new idea is to do these once a week, I would say, and just see my progress, almost like a video journal. I'm also going to journal during the day just so I can see, my mindset and my emotions and my state of mind. But also, I want to do a video, and I want to put it out on YouTube for people to follow along as well. I will say when I fall off, if I do, having a drink or something, but I really want to try it this time. So it's part of my accountability to you and to myself to not do it, because I really want to see where it can get me. And my new idea is to do this once a week. If I have to go longer than that, maybe I'll go start going once a month. But I think for now it's once a week. I don't want to say, I was watching another video by Dan Go today, who I'll put links to if I can. And, he was like, when I started out on this, I didn't want to do a year sober because it's such a daunting task. So I'm going to start at like a day. And, we'll get into this later, but truth be told, I already had a beer today, and it's at 3 o'clock just to take the pain away from last night. So I'll get into all this stuff. That's my new idea. And my lofty goals are this. Like, I'll just come out right out and say them. We're not, and it's not about competition. It's not about like who's more successful than others. There's tons of people more successful than me. There's other people in other industries that I don't care. I'm not competing with, and you're never competing with anybody. It's always you against you, and it's always where you're at. That's it, point blank. So my lofty goals are this, and I'm going to put this out there, and then hopefully you can follow along as well. I don't have another. So I moved here for acting to the New York City area. We'll get into all this later, but my lofty goals are to be the number one guy, to be number one. I don't know how else to track it. Number one on the IMDb star meter. Right now I'm at like 100. So my plan is to be number one by the time I'm 50. Like every year cutting it down. My plan is to be like, get down to 50,000. I'm at 100,000 or so average that now, 50,000 or so. It's just it's like a tracking measure to see where you're apparently how popular you are, like amongst, other actors. Like, somebody, the number one guy is like Brad Pitt or like, somebody like that. So, and it's the it guy. And that's my lofty goal in that. In real estate, it is to grow to make $1 million a year net for the company, me who owns the company, but to be so profitable as a company and start doing this. Yes, I'm going to reinvest and all that stuff, but like the point being is this: I have about 50 agents now. I want to grow that number to 100 agents. By the time I'm 50, I want to, be probably at like 200 agents and expand to PA and New York City. But those are my lofty goals there. And also right now I'm trying to do, 20 million a year in sales volume, which is like $2 million a month. And it's just, I'm getting, it's like, I don't have much room for error. So I got to be on, and I need energy, and I need clarity, and I need, stuff like that. So that's that in real estate, to be the biggest real estate brokerage around here and in Manhattan and in Pennsylvania, and even possibly even global and international. Like, it's Prestige Properties now, maybe even do Klaus International Realty and just like blow it out, So that's my lofty goal there. And then maintain a great family. And then to also have a fun one with golf. I'm about a 16 handicap right now, 17, and I want to get down to scratch golfer, 0. And that's like pro stuff. So I figure if I can just cut down every year on that, by the time I'm 50, and I should be in great shape by then still, if I take care of myself, I get down there. So those are my lofty goals. And there's a bunch of other ones too, but like those are the grand goals. Then I can get into specifics about investing and all that stuff, but not worth it to go into right now. Let me check something real quick. So that's that. Now, here's the thing. So for my what I've done in the past is that my cycle of what I've been doing is like, I would go, maybe if I try to stop for 7 days, I would go a strong 7 days. By day 2 or 3, I would have so much energy, be so clear, be just going, popping it out. And just like having such clarity and such positive attitude that I would be like killing it. And just get into some thing and be so on point, and my sleep would be good. I'd be so on point for, my business and making money and all that stuff and doing deals, and it'd be just like amazing, like superhero type speed and stuff, and like productivity and what I could do. And then I would, be like, oh, it's Friday. Oh, I need a drink, or Saturday. And then I'd maybe have a little too much, and then I'd be drinking a little bit more Sunday, and then Monday would roll around. I'd be a little foggy, and I'd probably like have a drink just to like get back on track Monday night, and then I'd start the cycle again. Have a couple glass of wine on a Tuesday, with dinner. I don't get to the point too much during the week now where I would get hungover, but anyway, as you can see, I'm just like kind of already today. I'm just like a little not at ease because I'm hungover, but we'll get into that. So that's like kind of the cycle of what it was going. Great for a period. I think one time I went 30 days. I almost didn't even feel like drinking anymore. I think I went 30 days, then I kept going, and then I went for a guys' golf weekend. And I think during the golf round, I didn't even drink with the guys until we got back to the house, and then had some steaks and all had like, scotch, and got wasted until like 5 a.m. But it was good scotch at least. I didn't get so hungover the next day. But I kept drinking after that then. So, and then it continued. So anyway, last night what I did was, so I've been anticipating to do this, but I had Buddy's 40th birthday last night. So I went and, got pretty drunk and, basically like, got pretty drunk and felt terrible today. Didn't really remember going to sleep. Woke up 9 or 9:30. Had to go show $2 million, $3 million apartments today, or not to brownstones, like $2-3 million brownstones to this buyer I've been working with for like 2 years. And now I just feel like crap. I had to get and that's another thing. So basically we went out last night. I felt great before we went out because I didn't really drink too much during the week. No, I lie. I drank a lot. Wednesday night I had like a martini, 2 beers. Felt like crap on Thursday. Had big meetings, but maintained to get through it. Worked out in the morning. Thursday night was a film festival that, I had a film that I produced in there. We went out afterwards. I had a martini, but felt great on Friday. And then, went to this birthday party and then, slept in till 9 o'clock, finally got up, drank some coffee, struggling through the day, maintained getting to the gym. I didn't want to play with my daughter because it was just like, it was just terrible. And headache, champagne headache, if anybody knows what that's like. So then I, went out, showed some places, and point being is this. Now, as I'm thinking about this, I'm like, you're like, oh, that's just a hangover. I've wasted, just because of last night, I've wasted what I could have done. And this just irks me and makes me kind of annoyed and pissed off. Because of my lofty goals, I could have, not drank last night. If I even would have went to the place and not drank, I could have not drank and woke up at 5 in the morning, which I usually do, went to the gym, read a whole script that is on my plate to read. I have thousands of emails in my inbox. I could have gotten to them. I could have, went to the golf simulator to improve my golf game, which I have in my building. I could have played with my daughter for a good hour when she was up. And I could have got all this stuff done from like 5 till 11 o'clock in the morning. Then came out and been fired up and been on my game showing these and been feeling great. And quite frankly, I don't feel like I look that great. I feel like my face is puffy, nose feels red and puffy. I just feel like puffy everywhere. I'm like not at ease. I feel like almost going through withdrawal slightly. Drink a lot of water, keep down in coffee. And in full disclosure, I might want to get a beer just to like take the pain away as one last hurrah of like, all right, that's it, I'm done. Or I might go by myself to the bar and just do that. Well, anyway, I'll tell you if I'm going to do that next week, but I don't want to do any, I don't even want to have a drink anymore. So here's the thing. And it's not because I don't want to, it's because I actually, so the some of the symptoms is I feel like I want to go drink right now. But that's the point you got to get past because it's like kind of nursing your wounds. So that was last night and into today. Now, what do I plan on doing and what am I looking forward to? So my plan is this. I'm going to go have one more drink. I know that sounds crazy, but as just like okay, that's it. Like it. And my plan for, this is Saturday night, it's raining out. I want nothing more than probably to just go home and, numb out some stuff and have some good scotch and watch some TV. But then the thing is that I see what's going to happen is, I'm going to get a little too much. I'm going to sleep terrible. I'm going to wake up late. I'm going to be in the same place tomorrow. I'm going to try to, want to drink again on a Sunday. And on and on. So my goal is this. I'm going to take it one day at a time. I'm going to try to go 7 days without drinking at all. What do I have planned? So I have this Reframe app that I will try to put a link to down below. It's an app you can download. It gives you like articles to read about like alcohol and something, and it gives you like little meditations to do every day, little like positivity stuff. You log your drinks every day, so that'll be a reminder if I do that every day, to look at that, read an article about the effects of drinking in your brain or whatever they have on there for that day, and then, go through that. It'll be something where I can track and measure. Then I also grabbed these. Now, I know it's not healthy, so that's one thing is the Reframe app. These I grabbed, cigars. I'm going to try to, every time when I want to have a drink, I'm going to replace that with, could I have a cigar right now? I know it's not, one thing, it's one bad thing for another, but it's not still having the same effects to me, because the effects of alcohol for me are like, I drink and you calms down, but then it makes you not feel like wanting to do any work, especially if I have like 2 of them. And then, you know, it just makes you cloudy. Like, especially right now, I'm cloudy. So, which is why I'm doing this. So I'm going to see if I can have a cigar instead. That's another thing. The other thing is I'm going to replace that time, because you always want to look for doing something. So I'm going to replace that time with, like, when I want to drink I'm going to replace that time with trying to do something for my acting career. Because, like, what I'm thinking is, you know, if I want to go just have a drink and just sit at a bar or watch TV or watch a, you know, series, like, I could go, you know, I'll have so much more energy and productivity and stuff like that, that I will do something towards my acting career. Make it adventurous, a little adventurous. So, like, smoking a cigar and working towards my acting career is something that, like, that's my passion. That's what I want to do. And, yeah, so that's my plan. What's the other plan that I want to do? I just have a lot of plans. Like, I really want to try to get up at 3:30 in the morning and have 6 hours of sleep, and, you know, and track my sleep is another thing that I'm going to do, because the better the more you know, when alcohol affects your heart rate variable and your resting heart rate. So those things, yeah, they just affect your sleep. And, you know, in order to get good sleep, that's going to make you feel great the next day, make more productive. So I'm going to be tracking my sleep as well. And then that's really it. Let me just make sure that this is on still. So this is a 22-minute video, a little long. That's everything for now. I wanted to make it just so raw because I want you to track it. I want to see how I look and feel. You know, it's raining out. I feel like crap. I think I look like crap. I'm a little cloudy. I'm super cloudy. I'm a little irritable. That's another thing that I think it's going to affect. So I really want to just, like, document every 7 days. I may make different videos inside of that about different topics, but every 7 days I want to put out a new video on this and see where I'm going as a journey for you. Leave me a comment below. Leave me you know, what you think about all this, and see where I'm at. I would love for you to come along with the journey, maybe do it with me. See where I'm getting, see where I'm progressing, see how my mental stability is improving, my, you know, whatever, physicality is improving, everything. I would say I go to the gym every day, so it's not like that. It's more of like a mental thing, because I've noticed, like, the older I get, if I'll drink certain things, I'll really feel a sense of anxiety or feel terrible and have this looming feeling of despair about something, and it's really just like everything's okay. It's just because of drinking, and it's whacking my nerves out. So that's everything, guys. Thanks for tuning in. If you feel like you got something out of this and you would like to continue with the journey, subscribe below. I want to see how my YouTube video also improves as I'm getting more clear and more sober. And you know, I just think that, you know, you might say, like, I don't have a, you know, as you watching this, that you might not have a problem. I don't think I do either, but it's like, you know, everybody, there's levels, right? And I just have lofty goals and ambitions that I need to get to, and I don't see any other way besides learning to cut it out completely, because I feel like, yeah, that's everything. So anyway, I'm going to end there. I've been rambling too long. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, my name's Klaus. I put out videos a lot about self-improvement, financial, business, you know, acting sometimes and stuff like that. So if you want to follow along, subscribe, hit the like button. That would help with the YouTube algorithm. I appreciate that greatly. And leave a comment below. See you guys later. Thanks.